In this video, we are going to learn what is a converter palette function. Okay. So, the basically what a converter means. So we have different format of data like XML, JSON, CSV, EDA types. So these converters are used to convert one format to another. Like for from converting XML for data format to CSV data format. So we'll see how to configure this one and how the conversion happens. We are going to create a new iFlow for this one. So we have different types of converters. You can see these are all the types of converters which can be used. Okay, like CSV to XML, EDI to XML, JSON to XML, XML to CSV, XML to EDI, and XML. So total 6 types. So first we'll see XML to CSV converter. So the configuration will be the source path. Okay. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to convert this exam XML. The company is person data. Okay. Here you need to give the XPath of the person. Okay. The fields are separated by comma. So let's run this one with the simulation. Stop. Stop. So here I'm going to place the XML and we'll see how the result will be. So the successful simulation happens. So here you can see the data. So this is how the data from XML data to CSV it has been converted. You can compare the data. Okay. So the first one is 100 Shreyas Abdul. The first one is 100 Shreyas Abdul. Okay. In this we have other options like, so what is the first field we don't know. So is it a person manager ID, manager name or employee ID? In the output data, you can see here it is directly populating the data. So this 100 is what does it define? We don't know. So for that we have one option, that is include the field name as header. So when we check and once again we run, now the header field names will be populated. Here you can see the manager ID, manager name, employee ID has been appeared as a header. In this one, we have other option like include the parent element, include the attribute. For this one, I would like to take an example with the content modifier. So I will modify the incoming data, which is coming to the converter before coming to the converter. Okay. So here, uh, this content modifier, I'm going to add one property. So for this one, this is the employee data. Okay, this one I have added. So now I'm going to modify the input data. So here what I'm additional extra root element I'm adding, and whatever the data we are getting from the input, we are populating that one. These two are the original data. Okay, so now we'll run, we'll see how the conversion happens with selecting the parent element, include the attribute. Now the root is the parent element, and the path will be changed since we have the root element. Okay, now you can run the simulation. The successful, first we'll see the incoming input payload for the converter. So this is the input payload. You can see the root, the category is missing. In the typo, capital letter as well. Now again we'll run once again. Yeah. So this is the input message payload to the converter XML to CSV. So this is a modified XML using the content modifier. The output of the converter will see. You can see. So this is the category, type, and source. So what is the category we are given? Assigned employee. Type is the source data, and this one you can see the gap. This line, empty line, indicates this is the root element data, and this is the parent element data, and this is the child data. Okay, so this is how the conversions happens. Now parallel to this one, I will add the conversion of CSV to XML. So we have already generating the CSV file. You can see the data. This one I would like to convert into XML. So for this one, we need to add the schema. So the schema represent how the format of the XML, the output XML should be present. Okay. So this is the schema. So this is the schema. This schema consists of data. So this is the schema data inside that file. Okay. The path element. What is the path element? We need to pass. So again we'll simulate and this one. So there is a file mirror here. What is this one? We found old XML element name company. So the typo I think. And the person also. So capital. See the message has been successful. You can see the green and the message we got the output. When we click on that one, you'll see there is an XML. So this one I will beautify it. You can see. So this is how our data as an converter results. Okay. So the next step I will explain from XML to JSON. So this is JSON to I need to add XML to JSON. Now we are converting the converted XML to JSON. So it is successful. We'll see the JSON data. So we'll again so here you can see the converted JSON. Now we can compare this one XML. This is the XML input and this is the JSON as an output. So XML to JSON converter. This is how it works. Okay. Suppose we have an requirement like convert the JSON to XML. So how to configure that one? Yeah. Select this one processing tab. So what is the JSON prefix separator? This is the input now. So how it is separating with the column. So same we are using here with the column. And I am adding the new root element. Okay. Now we'll run here and we'll check. See, it has been in the UTF-8 format. The XML has been converted and coded. Okay. Now you can see an additional element called root. Here you can see there is a root element additional. When you compare this one, this is the one which has been converted from CSV to XML, and here we in the JSON to XML converter we have added an checkbox with add root element with with the parent element with the root as its name. So here see it has been added. Okay, so this is how the converters functions in the SAP CPI.